You really think that's accurate?
Honestly, I'm a little insulted. You're talking to the brain behind the Komi jewel here.
Well, sure, but still, there could be some other factors at play. Maybe those Yakuza went clean, only to realize the rat race was just as dirty above ground.
True, I can't account for details on every single situation out there. But it's the overall pattern of movement that concerns me. The Seiryu clan's also pulling their waste operation out of Yokohama, and they're pulling right into Hawaii.
Hawaii?
Yep. All their fresh recruits are packing their bags and heading overseas as we speak. You were there just recently, as I recall. Could this be a mere coincidence? Or maybe there's a deeper connection here.
What is it with that place? Why is everything going down there at once?
Does anyone in the Seiryu clan have some sort of Hawaiian affiliation?
Actually, think about why Kasuga's there in the first place.
Oh, that's right. It was Sawashiro. Not only was he former captain, he was Arakawa's right-hand man. What's more, he kept the secret that Akane-san's been alive all this time.
And now he's risen to the top of the Seiryu clan, right next to Ebina.
Then it looks like I've got something to add to that bucket list. Make Sawashiro tell us what he knows.
That's one way to use a bucket list.
Seiryu Clan HQ's not far from here, right?
It's not, but as of now, most of their officers are gone, including Sawashiro. They started a branch office about a week ago to accommodate all the new recruits. If you want to pay them a visit, I can take you over there tomorrow.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Oh.
Hey there.
Hi. Hi.
Ah.
ありがとうございます。
I've got some confide in me.
Welcome.
Ah.
Welcome. Welcome. Thanks.
Hey, Sunhee.
Kiryu-san. Came here for a drink, did you?
They say booze is the best medicine.
I don't need to hear your excuses. What you drink is none of my business, after all. I won't comment.
Appreciate it. Mind if I sit here?
Not at all. Still, I can hardly believe it. The Kazuma Kiryu comes wandering in and sits next to me for a drink. How surreal.
It's not that big a deal. I'm just a middle-aged man with graying hair. But you're not just the head of the Komi Jewel. You took command of the Yokohama Liumang as well. And all your subordinates have entrusted you with their lives. It must be a heavy burden to bear.
Huh. You flatter me.
That was a burden I've abandoned.
Oh yeah, right. That. About 20 years ago, you retired right after becoming the 4th chairman of the Tojo clan. Had you not, I wonder if the Tojo clan would have turned out any differently.
Who can say? But the Tojo clan would have disbanded regardless. The times have changed. And I doubt I'd be able to do a single thing about it. Not by myself. If anything, were I still at the top, the Tojo clan might have disbanded much sooner. I didn't have it in me to lead.
Do you really think so? 'Cause the way I see it, you just dislike being part of the herd.
You don't mince words, do you?
Oh, I meant no disrespect.
It's fine. I wasn't offended. It was actually quite refreshing. Only the head of an organization could speak so bluntly.
So long as the underworld abides by its own laws, being the head doesn't mean much. And if someone gets any bright ideas, then all I have to do is stare them down. That's basically everything in the job description. Easy, right?
You don't like showing any sort of weakness, do you? The fact that you've managed to shoulder such a heavy burden while keeping your cool is quite impressive, honestly.
People tell me that all the time, but it's really not that hard. I enjoy what I do and the position I hold. Of course, it was challenging at the start, but I didn't need any training to learn a thing or two about leadership.
You were the right person for the job. Both the Komi Jewel and the Liumang are lucky to have you as their leader.
I'm honored you think so.
You good on time?
Oh, there's no way I'm calling it quits when you're still drinking, Kiryu-san. I'll hang on for as long as I can.
Do you always go this hard? Your subordinates must have a tough time keeping up.
Power harassment is a prominent concern in the underground these days. I never force a subordinate to drink. I won't deny that there's merit in ruling by fear, but you won't last for long with that alone.
That all makes sense. It's becoming more and more apparent that you're a natural-born leader. That reminds me, does Komi Jewel still monitor the whole town? All the information you've extracted is the source of Komi Jewel's power, am I right?
Right, but it's not like I keep track of every little detail. One of my rules is that my confidant only brings me crucial information.
And by confidant, you mean Jungi-han?
Of course. He's a very capable man, and one of unwavering loyalty at that. I'd say he's the perfect right-hand man, if only he weren't so snarky. But there are others I consider my confidants. Some are even from my father's generation.
Your father's generation, huh? Must be close to my age, then.
You're right. The elders of the organization are like my great and wise uncles. Every now and then, I'll get an earful from them.
So even you have something you're afraid of.
They were part of the Jingun Mafia before Komi Jewel. Back in their prime, they had a healthy rivalry with the Tojo clan. Probably a little before you made a name for yourself. I've heard a lot about your heroics, so having someone like you sit right next to me is sort of unnerving.
What was that?
Oh, it's nothing. Forget I said anything.
The former Jingon Mafia. I hope they don't disapprove of you siding with me.
Well, I'm not sure myself how they feel about all this, but even if they do disapprove, I can take care of it. I wouldn't worry about those old gents. After all, what I say goes.
I guess I really can count on you for anything.
Perfect. That's all I ask for. Feel free to rely on me and...
All right.
Ijincho has been a little too quiet lately. Now, with you in town...
Hold on. Are you expecting something
Not necessary. A toast, Kiryu-san?
Of course.
Welcome to Ijincho.
Cheers.
Oh,
Looks like someone's enjoying herself.
was that the impression you got?
It was indeed.
Well, just between you and me, I was a nervous wreck. He's the Dragon of Dojima, a living, breathing legend, leagues above me in the underworld. I can't afford to look stupid in front of Kiryu-san, especially as a representative of Ijincho. Did I say anything weird to him?
Not as far as I know.
All right. I won't dwell on it if you say so.
And I do say so.
Imagine me drinking with the Kazuma Kiryu. Just the two of us. Guess I'm not doing too bad.
Hey, Namba. Mind if I join you?
Be my guest. Nobody likes drinking alone. Oh, thing is, Kiryu-san, didn't we talk about this?
I'm sorry you have to look after me.
That's what it is. Once a nurse, you know. Besides, if it's any better, Ichiban made me promise to look after you too.
Understood. I can stay dry. Tonight, oolong tea only.
That sounds pretty good, actually. Bartender!
So what was it I heard about you all losing your jobs?
That's right, huh? Me, Ichiban, and Adachi-san, we all got the axe. Did you know I was homeless for a period of time? Once you hit a certain age, the job market dries up. Somehow I got this gig even with my employment gap. And then, poof, it was gone.
What kind of job was it?
Quality inspector, a warehouse for medical equipment.
Medicine drew you back in after all.
I don't know. Hard to consider that medicine. There were a couple of other stints, but it was all-day labor or temp work. The inspection job came with a 2-year contract, and my coworkers were decent folks. They actually treated me with a bit of respect for being an old guy.
You're someone people can rely on. I'm sure they recognize that. A former nurse with the life you've had? That contributes to your character.
Ugh, knock it off, Kiryu-san. I want a drinking buddy, not some daily affirmation.
Well, I can sympathize with how hard it is to find a job at our age. Losing it on top of everything else is a real shame.
The thing is, if you don't mind me saying, it wasn't just the young guys. There was this girl there.
Look at you. You're about to blush.
Nothing. You can't blame a man for that, right? She was a little bit careless. She'd make tiny errors here and there. Whenever I'd catch one for her, she'd say, "Namba-san, what would I do without you?"
Must have been a pleasant working environment.
Hey, I wasn't after anything, okay?
I understand. You don't seem like that type.
Chief, listen to me. The point is, it might have been a simple job, but it was enough for me. I did good work and I had good colleagues. That's all a guy really needs, isn't it? Especially a homeless guy. For a fresh start, he couldn't ask for better. And then, they just pulled me aside and said my contract's up. Don't come back tomorrow.
Did they give you a reason?
Couldn't be asked to. If they don't extend your deal, that's the long and short of it.
That's hardly fair.
Yep. So, I went back home, and Ichiban was suddenly all over the internet. Guess I'd made no secret of the fact that I was friends with the hero of Yokohama. Higher-ups must have thought, gotta sweep me under the rug before this shitstorm hits.
Kasuga got targeted and you took a stray one.
Of course, I don't hold it against him or anything. Ichiban, Adachi-san, we were all set up. As far as I'm concerned, the three of us will always be in this together.
Remember, it's just you and me here. If you'd like to vend, it's fine.
I appreciate that, but it's not like I'm holding a grudge. Gotta say, you're not afraid to get up close and personal, are you?
Drinking with a friend is a blessing. It'd be a waste to treat it frivolously.
I like that. Even if it is just oolong tea, anyway.
All this talk about you trying to get things back on track. I'm sorry you're saddled with me.
Come on. You know it's not like that. Ichiban only asked me to see you home from Hawaii. It's my decision to stick around and have your back. So no more worrying that you're a burden. I'm the one who's embarrassed.
If you say so.
So...
Thank you. Hey, what's that? Wanna go check?
Ah, that takes me back. Ah, that takes me back.
いらっしゃいませ。ありがとう。
やってやるぞ Bring it on!
Let's do it. All right, let's finish it together. We only need one shot.
Bring it on!
Huh?
Something wrong?
Now we're
You want some?
Yeah, give him hell! Yeah, double the trouble! Double the flame!
Follow my lead. Ready for the knockout?
Put out!
Try this on for size. Let's really shake things up.
Una.
これはどうよ
walk this!
I won't hold back. Sorry.
The wrong opponent.
I actually slept well last night. Ugh, it's so cold out. Let's get something warm to eat.
Oh, well, in that case, how about ramen?
Let's get soba.
And so we reach an impasse. Kiryu-san, how about you make the call?
Huh?
Ramen sound good?
Soba all the way, yeah?
Soba, I guess.
Ugh.
I knew you had sense.
A simple soba. Fried toppings. So fresh that the sauce tingles your nose. With a soft-boiled egg to enhance the texture. Or tempura. Soaked in all the flavors of the broth. Soba is a dream on cold winter nights.
Oh, I'll have some soba.
Well, that was easy. Kiryu-san, ever think about being a food critic?
Why? I was just trying to explain my decision.
I wish I could describe things the way you can. Like, a modern revolution in noodles and soup.
You know, sometimes it's less about what's being said than who's saying it.
What's that supposed to mean?
Namba, let's just get some food.
Not a loser!
It's my turn.
Get serious.
You're gonna be in a world. Try to block this. Got you now.
Follow my lead.
Give him hell!
What an eyesore.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Here we go. Here.
My thanks.
Something wrong?
You wanna fight?
You want some? In for the kill.
Watch this!
Nothing personal.
Good whiskey.
Thanks. Right.
Try to block this.
I'm not backing down. Why do I bother?
Are you scared?
Follow my lead. Use it.
That's better. Thanks.
Call me anytime.
I'll give you a ring later.
No begging for...
Wanna play, do we?
Here we go. Here.
My thanks.
In for the kill.
Here's a reward.
I won't hold back.
You're gonna be in a world.
Have fun with this.
Right. Of course we won.
And that's the
You
end of
picked the wrong opponent.
it. Learning more every day.
Hell yeah! Moving up in the world.
Yes!
That's nostalgic.